Welcome back! We are 20 days into my 3D printing journey with the Bambu Lab P1S. If you thought the first 10 days were a honeymoon phase, think again. This week, I faced my first real failures, discovered some mind-blowing materials, and officially turned my desk into a mini factory. Let's look at everything I printed from day 11 to day 20. Starting off day 11, I went for some nostalgia. A Charizard evolution silhouette. This was a clever way to do multicolor without much waste. It only used 2 colors and took about an hour. At just 36 grams of filament, the detail is incredibly sharp. It's a flat display piece, but it looks like something you'd buy in a high-end hobby shop. Pro tip: silhouettes like these are the best way to test your AMS without waiting 10 hours for a full 3D print model. Day 12 was a reality check. I tried these 2-color floral earrings, but instead of jewelry, I got a giant pile of plastic spaghetti. I learned 2 big lessons here. First, PETG is picky. I had to deep clean my build plate with soap and water and use a little glue for better adhesion. Second, humidity is the enemy. It was raining that day and my filament was wet. After drying the filament and prepping the plate, they finally turned out gorgeous. The texture from the build plate on the face of these earrings make them look very professional. Day 13 happened to be Valentine's Day, so I printed the Eternal Love Rose. This thing is intricate. It even has a hidden heart in the middle. I wanted to use this to say a huge thank you to everyone following along. If you aren't already, make sure you're subscribed. I post a short every single day showing these prints live. So, hit that button if you want to see the daily progress before the long-form videos drop. Now, since the Pokeball on day 1 was such a hit, on day 14, I made a Pokeball earrings. I'm officially calling this my earring factory now. They turned out even better than I imagined. They're lightweight, iconic, and really show off what the P1S can do with tiny, precise details. Day 15 was my first big mechanical build, a 360-degree rotating jewelry storage container. This was a 5-part print that took nearly 6 hours and 166 grams of plastic. It was a test of patience, but everything snapped together perfectly. I'm using it to solve my hair tie chaos. I can finally organize them by color. When a print solves a real-world frustration, that's when 3D printing feels like magic. Day 16 was purely for the sauce points. I printed Lego brick keycaps. I love Legos, so being able to print a keycap that you can actually build on is wild. I used all 4 colors in my AMS and topped it off with a Fortnite drift figurine. Is it practical for everyday typing? Absolutely not. It's actually kind of annoying to use, but as a custom piece for a YouTube short and a conversation starter, 10 out of 10. Day 17 was back to utility. I printed a Fire TV remote mount. It's a tiny 11-gram print that took about 50 minutes, but it solved a problem I've had for years. My remote finally has a home. It's these small 15-cent prints that make owning a 3D printer so satisfying. No more tearing the couch cushions apart. Day 18 blew my mind. I printed satisfying fabric. I didn't even know you could print flexible, chain-link style cloth on a standard 3D printer. Holding this feels unreal. It's like plastic mail armor. I actually set a challenge on my shorts that if the video got 100 likes, I'll print a massive version. Curiosity is what keeps this hobby fun. On day 19, I used the customization tool in the Maker World to design a personalized keychain in red and blue. What's cool about this design is that you can glue magnets to the back and it turns into a fridge magnet too. I'm actually letting the top comment on my last short decide what the next custom keychain will say. So, stay tuned for that reveal in the next video. We're capping off day 20 with something that feels like a real invention, a retractable hairbrush. This was a 4-plate build but only took 53 grams total. The bristles actually retract so hair never gets trapped, and it's compact enough for a travel bag. It was surprisingly easy to assemble and works flawlessly. If you have a printer, you need to print this one. And that's another 10 days in the books. We've gone from spaghetti messes to retractable brushes and 3D printed fabric. I'm learning that the more I print, the more I realize I can literally create anything I need. All the models are linked in the description below. Drop a comment and tell me which of these 10 was your favorite, and I'll see you in 10 days for the Day 30 update. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.